Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very fun and kind of like a reflective video for all of you. Now that Ellie is not in the newborn stage anymore, she's officially almost gonna be 4 months. So I just can't believe how fast time has gone by and how big she's gotten. But I decided to do a video on everything that I use or everything that I thought was essential during her newborn phase. I remember being maybe 6 months pregnant, 7 months pregnant, and trying to fill out my registry and not really knowing what to put on it. You know, and everybody has their advice, and I would watch YouTube videos of like what was essential. And so I hope if you're going through that phase, or if you're gonna have a baby soon, I hope this video can help you out and maybe provide some insight onto what was useful for us in the first 3 months of Ellie's life. So let's get started. First, 2 essential things that we used for Ellie and we still use to this day: diapers and wipes. And as a newborn, they go through diapers very, very often. So it's essential to just have so many on hand at one time for sure. Ellie's probably stayed in her newborn diaper for the first month and a half, and then after that switched to a size 1. I wouldn't probably buy a whole lot of newborn diapers at first. I would wait and see and just buy them in little chunks because newborn diapers are so small. And I believe they stay in a size 1 longer, which she still is in a size 1. So first 2 essential things. 1, 2. The third thing that I remember being super essential to Ellie's newborn phase was this Carter's unisex newborn shirt. And the reason why I liked these at first was because it opened from the side, so you didn't have to go over her head. And then also because their belly button isn't healed yet from when you cut off the umbilical cord, then it didn't have to touch that area. So I thought these are super helpful in the beginning, and they're so tiny, and it's a lot to have to put clothes on, a newborn over their head, and you just feel, I don't know, I just felt very unsure in the beginning. So these are super, super helpful. And then also at night, she would sleep with the onesies that were the long ones with the feet, and this really kept her warm. So we put her in a lot of these clothes in the very, very beginning. So number 3 are the unisex newborn shirt and the PJs with the feet. Number 4 are muslin swaddle blankets, and we had a whole bunch of these, like a whole basket of different blankets, different colors and everything. So that's very helpful. But when they're newborns, they want to be swaddled and they want to feel like they're still in the womb. So having like a secure blanket tightly wrapped around them really, really helps calm them down. And if you're going through that, if you're pregnant now and you're learning about what it's like to have a baby, then you'll learn that in the classes that you take and everything. But these are very, very helpful. Now Ellie's at a point where she wants to like keep her arms out when she sleeps. So we have her in a transitional sleep sack, which has been helpful. But for the first 3 months, every night we would swaddle her, and she would sleep for at least 2 to 3 hours, which is normal for a newborn. But these are super helpful and highly recommended. And now we just use them as blankets when we go places. We cover her in the stroller with a swaddle. So number 5 is our bassinet, and we have a Chico Lala Go, which is a portable bassinet, so it's super convenient if we ever had to take it somewhere. The other night she stayed with Reid's sister, and we brought it over for her while we were out, and it was easy because it was something that was familiar to her. So it's very easy to take on the go as well. And this was actually a hand-me-down from Jenny and Lori, and this is what they put their children in, or at least their first daughter in when she was young. So it's been super helpful. Ellie loves it, and I like it now that it has the mesh on the side, because now that she's getting bigger, sometimes her body will shift to the side, and I don't have to worry that she's gonna suffocate or something will happen because of the airflow that goes through. So the 6th essential item is a thermometer, and one actually that can take temperature through the anus, because for babies, especially if you want to get a very accurate temperature, that's how you take their temperature. And we had COVID the first 3 weeks of her being born, and so Reid and I were both worried that she was going to get a fever. And when babies get a fever at such a young age, then you have to take them to the hospital, and it's a big ordeal. So we constantly were taking her temperature and monitoring her to make sure that it never reached over 100.3 degrees. And so this was super, super helpful to have a thermometer. And I think they give you one too at the hospital when you leave. But yeah, this was definitely a lifesaver in the very beginning. And even to this day, I'm sure, you know, there will be other times where she's going to have a fever and we're going to have to take her temperature. So thermometer. Number 7 is her baby bottle. And so we started off with a Dr. Brown bottle. This is what our pediatrician recommended and what she used for her daughter as well. So we started off with the Dr. Brown bottle and newborn nipples, and that really helped Ellie take to a bottle. And so I know I mentioned this in previous videos, but I breastfeed, but I also wanted her to be able to take a bottle as well. So if she were to have to get fed by someone else, it wouldn't be such a huge, you know, process and a big challenge. And so we started her on a bottle quite early. And yeah, she liked this one in the very beginning. We don't use this one anymore, but in the very beginning, this was what she took to, and this is what she got fed with. So a lot of people I know use this one, this newborn nipple with the Dr. Brown bottle, and babies seem to really like it, especially because they don't spit up with this one. So very good. The 8th item is our baby bathtub. And I would say the first 2 weeks, we didn't really give her a bath too often. But probably after the first month of her life, we would start to give her a bath every day. And so this again was a hand-me-down from my sister and my sister-in-law. And so yeah, it's just very basic. It just has this newborn flap at the top. So Ellie lays here and we give her a bath in this. And to this day, that's how we give her a bath. I know soon we're gonna have to transition her to just a bathtub without this newborn piece, but right now this is how she takes a bath. And I know there's a lot of different bathtubs out there, but this I know was very essential to us and still is, obviously. Also along with her bathtub is our Tubby Todd Bath Co body hair and body wash. We've been using this ever since Ellie was born, and she seems to really like it, and I get a lot of compliments on how good she smells with this soap. And so if you're interested in trying the Tubby Todd brand, it's very, very good, very sensitive on their skin, and Ellie seems to really like it. So I'll put a link in the description box below, and I'm putting the link to the baby bundle, which if you get all 4 of them, then you can pretty much get almost 15% off all these products. So go check it out. But yeah, this is a really great product that Ellie really likes and I get a lot of compliments for. Number 9 is her baby electric nail trimmer, and this one Reid found on Amazon, and it's very, very gentle on their skin. We both can do this while Ellie is awake, and literally it's just like it's a small, you know, like the file itself is very, very light. I could just do this and it doesn't hurt my skin, and so we don't have to worry about like cutting her nail too deep or anything because this is very gentle. And there's different ones, so as she gets older too, we can change the files and it can grow with her as well. So we really like this, and yeah, this seems to work well. She did scratch me here the other day. If you can see, I'll put a close up here. So that's how I knew I had to trim her nails again, because honestly, baby's nails grow like really, really fast. Like every other day we have to be using this. So super essential in the very beginning. Number 10 is our DockATot, and this really worked for Ellie when she was between the ages of 1 to 2.5 months. She loved being in here. She could take naps in here, and we would just put this on the couch because she wouldn't move anywhere, and we would put her in here and she would feel really safe. And while I was downstairs, I could watch her pretty much the whole time that she was in here. And so she loved the DockATot, but unfortunately, as she's grown, she has grown out of it, and she wants more space now because when she sleeps, she likes to put her arms out or her arms up, and the sides really get in the way. But I know it says that you can use this up until 8 months, but I don't know if maybe we just have a big baby, or I'm not sure. But Ellie doesn't sleep well in this anymore, but she did in the very, very beginning. We would put her in this very, very often in the daytime only. But yes, so this was essential in the beginning. Okay, number 10 is her KiwiCo Panda Crate toy items. And in the beginning, so I bought, I think, 3 KiwiCo Panda crates that would come every 3 months. And so the first crate was super cool. I know I have a video on that. I talked about it as well. But she really loved this this toy that it came with. And so I thought that was really cool. It was like the perfect toy for her age, because in the beginning she kind of just looked at it, and now she like grabs it and pulls it down. But the cool thing is they sent me a second crate, which I wanted to unbox for you guys today and just share with you what the second crate, her Panda crate, comes with, because I opened it, but I wanted to also share with all of you as well. Let me just grab it here real quick. And in the second box, like I'll link the video to the first box if you want to see that. But the second box comes with this really fun book that crinkles. Now that Ellie is more focused on tummy time and, you know, starting to travel, this whole box is called Travel With Me. So I think that's the theme of it. So it comes with this book. And then they always give cards that kind of say how to use all the toys. And comes with like a magazine of like just information for parents and what their child should be, milestones that their child should be hitting at certain points. And just for a new parent like me, things like this are always handy, because I'm always trying to learn more about what should my child be doing at this age and how should I be parenting her and all of that. So information is super helpful. And then I opted to pay a little bit more, so it comes with a book for every time I get a box. And this is called Car, Truck, Jeep. So this is a really cute book. Ellie really liked it. It's super bright colors. I read this book to her the other day, and she just likes the bright colors for now. I noticed that she really takes to that. So a book. And then it comes with this really cute travel mat. Oh. And this one I think we could put on the ground, and it comes with these toys. As she's practicing her tummy time, then she can, you know, play with all the different toys, and she can like crinkle the material. She can find the star in the pocket. She can play with the ribbon. So it's a really cool activity mat that she can work with as she is also developing, the stage that she's developing at. So excited to have her play with this. But yeah, so this is the second box from KiwiCo. Again, this is not sponsored. I bought this with my own money, but I just wanted to also share with you that these toys, Ellie really enjoyed these at her age. That is number 11. Number 12 is our Nuna Pipa car seat, which obviously is super important from the time you come home from the hospital. You need a good car seat. And so that one was another hand-me-down from my sister Jenny and my sister-in-law Lori. They used that for all 3 of their children as they were in their newborn and infant stage as well. So we have the Nuna Pipa, and that one I believe you can find like at Nordstrom or some other stores like that. So that one is a great car seat. It's pretty sturdy, and it's on the heavier side, I feel. So yeah, it keeps her pretty safe. And then the stroller that we have that goes with it, that clicks in with it, is the Nuna Demi Grow as well. And so this stroller, again, very heavy duty, goes with the Nuna brand. And I believe you can find this like at Nordstrom as well. And this one again was a hand-me-down. So we were very lucky that we got these very big items that people pay a lot of money for as hand-me-downs from my sister and from Lori. And so yeah, we're very grateful for that. But Ellie seems to really like that. She loves going in her car seat. It makes her feel either very calm or very excited knowing that she's gonna go somewhere. Number 14 is the Yoga Sleep Hush portable white noise machine. Ellie uses this every single night, even up until now. We put this on and literally it's just white noise. And we play it for her every night for her to fall asleep, and it stays on and it hangs on her bassinet throughout the night, and it just plays white noise. Not music, but it just plays white noise. And I would say it lasts maybe like 2 nights if we keep it on all night long, and then we charge it. So there's a charger that comes with it, and that you just recharge it again, and then you play it for her. So she seems to really like it. It helps to calm her down if she, you know, gets really upset or she can't seem to soothe herself, then this really does help. But we use this literally every night. Even in her 3 to 6 month phase, we're still using this. We probably will use this for a while, but I hear that babies, you know, in the womb, it's loud in there. That's why they like sounds like this, to help soothe them and to calm them down. So very helpful. Number 15 is the butt paste, and this is very important and something that we never wanted to get out of control with her development, right? And I didn't want her to feel super uncomfortable. So in the very beginning, she had more diaper rash than she does now. And so, you know, we're always monitoring. If it's a little red, we'll put on. But yeah, this was great. It helped to really soothe her skin quite quickly. And so we just thought, yeah, this is very important and necessary. Number 16 is her giraffe wubba nub. She does have an elephant wubba nub as well, but she really has taken to this giraffe one and just loves this thing. It really helps when she starts crying in her bassinet, or even when she's in her car seat or anything. And we put this in her mouth, and she just can soothe herself a lot quicker when she has this in. So she loves this thing. It helps her sleep sometimes. And if we're out in public, this will help to soothe her. So we love it too, because sometimes it does miracles. But we love the wubba nub, and she loves this giraffe one for sure. Number 17 is the Boppy, and I know this is a product that I also love as well, but something that I bring with me when I go to my parents' house or when I go to my in-laws' house, because I know that Ellie feels more comfortable to breastfeed when we have the Boppy. And so I think this is something that she likes as well. In the very beginning, I was very swollen, like my whole body section here. So I probably didn't start using this until like maybe 2 weeks after I gave birth, just because this could not fit around me. But after that, and after it could fit, then this is my favorite way to feed her right now, is literally just to put this around me and to feed her like this. And it's just comforting for both of us, because I know that she is comfortable when she lies on it. It's like a familiar surface that she's on when she breastfeeds. So I would say the Boppy, super essential in the beginning and even now as I breastfeed her. And as she gets bigger, honestly, I don't know if she's gonna need this, because her body's gonna be bigger, but currently, super important. Number 18 is the diaper pail. And the diaper pail, if you can see, is in the corner there, but we love that diaper pail. What we love about it is the fact that it doesn't have any smell, which is the point of it. And so all her doo-doo diapers go in there, or even her shishi diapers as well, but all the diapers go in there, and probably every week and a half to 2 weeks, Reid will grab it all and he'll take it out. But yeah, we love the diaper pail. It's definitely a little bit more costly than if you obviously just got like a regular trash can, but I think if you're planning on throwing a lot of diapers away in one area and you're not going to take out the trash every day or every other day, then it's probably it'll be worth it, because it'll just keep the area smelling nice and clean. Number 19 is the Hatch, and it's her changing table that we love. This one is able to weigh her as well as provide a changing table. And I also love it too, because the surface is wipeable and it's not like a fabric or anything. So there's been many times where she's pooped while we're changing her and it gets on the changing table. And so after that, I can just go with a wipe, or with a disinfectant wipe, and just wipe it down to make sure it's clean for the next time she goes on it. But yeah, super convenient. And if we ever need to know how much she weighs, or we ever wonder, then we can just weigh her and see if she's getting the sufficient amount of foods and, you know, all of the nutrients that she needs. Number 20 are all of her burp cloths, and we have a ton because of all the baby showers and coming from her registry that we've had. So a lot of them, actually all of them were gifted to us, and we're so grateful for all of that. But it just helps with all the spit up. And in the beginning, I would say she spit up on us, like projectile spit up, like I would say maybe a handful of times. And having these on hand just really help. Or now she's starting to drool a lot. So having burp cloths, super, super important, super essential. And she's starting to really take to them as well. Like she likes to smell them, and it helps to calm her down. But yeah, these are super great. And there hasn't been one that she's like taken to more than the others, but they've all played a part in helping her to develop in the last 3 months. So I would say just have a lot of burp cloths on hand. So this wraps up all the items that Ellie has used within the past 3 months. I hope you found this video to be either insightful or helpful if you are going to give birth soon. And honestly, this was in no particular order. This just kind of, I wrote all of these notes down and it just came to mind as they did. So it's not like one thing is way more important than the other. I feel like all of these items that she used were super important at one time in her life, or still are important to this day. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will leave a link to all of the items that I've talked about today. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.